Hi, welcome back to Game Room Crafts. I'm Kelly. This is my game room. Let's play. Today is Froggy Friday. And we're going to do a special frog, special for me anyway. We're going to do a rainbow frog. And yesterday was Kamehameha Day. And if you watched our video yesterday, we did a tray representative of Kamehameha and the Hawaiian Islands. So I decided what better time than now to do a pretty little rainbow frog. And what I decided to do was, if you've ever watched Tiff's Treasure Studio, she does a lot of rock salt in her makes. We decided to do Hawaiian sea salt, which I have here, and I have dyed them the colors of the rainbow. So I used alcohol ink with the exception of two of our colors. Our red has red alcohol ink, but it was more pink. So I added a few drops of our Hey Clear red epoxy resin pigment just to darken it up a bit. Then we have Rose of Fire orange, Resiner's green alcohol ink, the Hey Clear yellow, that's the pigment. Because I'm going to say, we tried the Rose of Fire yellow and it made it brown. It was not a pretty color, which is why yellow alcohol inks are very temperamental. Then we have our blue alcohol ink, which was Rose of Fire, and then we have our purple from Resiners. Now, not only did I think that the rainbow was a perfect representation of the state of Hawaii, which is known as the Rainbow State, but June is also Pride Month. So if you know, you know. If be an ally, that's all. Okay, so this is our Froggy. And what I'm going to do is I put them on paper towels here to dry last night after I dyed them. And so now they're all dry. They're not giving off any colors on me anymore. I'll put these away.
In various places.
Well, see, I keep my resiners here as well as my Hey Clear because I got them around the same time here. And my little, I got this from the Dollar Tree and it expands. So I like that. And then my Rose of Fires go in I have a different rack for those. There's so many colors, so little time. Although, I have this. I don't know how everybody else does, but I have a tendency to use the same colors every time. Yellow is not a color that I use often because it's so hard to get a good yellow with the alcohol inks. I guess in our experience anyway, that the pigments are better for yellow. But
pigments and paints primarily.
Yes.
So much alliteration.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these salts into cups because it'll make it easier to pour them into our little Froggy. And once I get them all situated in their cups, I am then going to mix up. Now, our Froggy takes 4 ounces of resin, but because we're putting all the salts in, it's not going to take that much. So I think I'll make 3 ounces and we'll go from there. All right, we'll see you in a bit.
I don't like that timer sound.
I know, I'm sorry. Okay, now I'm going to put some crushed crystal in because crystal got to be shiny.
It is crucial.
Crushed crystal is crucial?
Crucial crushed crystal. Crystal
okay.
Crushed crucial. Crustaceans.
Not that.
No. Amphibians.
Okay. Amphibians, yes. Yeah. Not crustaceans. Okay, and a little more of a zhuzh to break that up. Okay, that is done. Okay, now normally that would be going straight into my bubble machine or de-bubble machine, but that's not what we're doing today. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to split some of this up, not all of it, some of it, into each of these cups. Some sticks that I want to stir with because they're already colored. That one's blue. And I just realized by looking at my cups that there's more orange here than anything else. And I'm going to actually take some out. Okay. Because I don't need all of it. Okay. So I'm going to pour some resin in each of our salts so I can get these salts wet. And hopefully that will help us not get bubbles. But I am also thinking that after I get the frog salted, I'm going to then put the entire frog into the bubble machine just to double sure that I've done everything I can to kind of stop any bubbles from happening. So we want to put the salts in the order of the rainbow, which is red, orange, yellow, green, blue. And normally you would have indigo and violet. I didn't have, well, I actually did have different tones, but frog's only so big, you know? So we're going to go with these, the basic colors. And then not sure exactly what we're doing with his legs yet. I have painted his toes gold because gold. Gotta make sure. All right, so first in is our red, and that's going in his head. I'm packing it in pretty good there. Then comes our orange. And I actually can put some orange in his legs. Actually, I think I'll fill him up first, and then I will worry about placing his legs. Okay, then yellow. And I'm going to save some so I can make his legs. Green. And use more yellow. Now, I don't think I can get any salt, actual salt into the toes, but if I have to, I can drop some of the pigment in there. I don't know that I will, though. I kind of like the idea of his toes just being clear with the gold marker that I used. And that is a gold metallic marker that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. I'm not even sure what brand it is, but it works. And it was inexpensive because I got it 40% off. The green is good. So what I think I'm going to do is blue, well, I don't know. Maybe not. Hey, kid, can I ask your opinion on something before I finish this up? So I have my salts, right?
Mm-hmm.
I still have to do this leg, which is going to be orange.
Okay.
My green is here. I still have more green, but I have my blue and my violet. Now I was thinking, should I come this way or should I go blue, violet? How did I get salt in there? That's weird.
I do like the idea of the colors
Splitting
off.
Okay.
But like, can you come down blue, violet, but then also make each leg separate?
Let's see.
Is that possible?
Let's see.
Also, it makes much more sense looking at it now. She tried to explain it to me, and I didn't.
You couldn't see. Well, see, you're a visual learner, just like I am. So, although I could see it in my head, I couldn't explain it out loud, and I can't draw to save my life. So,
yeah, because I was thinking that it was going to have a lot more resin to salt in terms of the ratio, so I thought it would come out more liquidy and then be gravity sad. Gravity sad. I'm so good at talking.
Right. Okay, so should I put more blue?
Yeah.
And then which leg should be which? Does it matter?
I like what you said with this one being blue and the other one being purple.
Okay.
The dog left us.
He did. Oh, here he comes.
Oh, can you come in?
There he is. Hi,
Oh.
Cece.
Oh, hi. He is on top of my torso.
He loves you. There is love happening.
Is there love? Is this love? So this is love.
Ooh. Are we going to get copyright strike? Oh, I hope you can see it from the front, because from the back, my green just disappeared. Actually, I have more green. I can add it in.
Can you guys tell that I love my dog?
Can you guys tell that her dog loves her? Make sure that I get salt in each of those thighs. Oops. That's blue, not purple. Get out. You belong there. There you go. I shall just put all the purple where. Have the purple go where the purple go. Do I have any more blue? I don't remember. No, not really. Okay. I do have more green. Yellow, 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 yellow. Okay. There's all my yellow. What do I have? Orange. I'm going to do this leg in orange. I hope this comes out the way I want it to, because I tell you, the salts look really pretty like this. Whether or not it'll stay that way, I have no idea. I would love it to stay that way. I don't mind if they blend, because that's kind of what, I mean, if you look at a rainbow, that's what happens, right? They blend as long as it doesn't muddy. By the way, kid, the whole head is red. I didn't intend it that way, but
Boop. That's what happens.
that's what happened. See, I knew I had more orange than anything else.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Guys, you can blame me. I'm the one who distributed the salt.
Okay, so now that I've got everybody kind of covered, let's see. Can I get any in his toes? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. I'm not super concerned because we're going to color his toes anyway. Okay. There's no more yellow, so. Well, actually, there's a couple of yellow pieces right there. Okay, kid. I'm thinking about putting him in the bubble machine.
Why?
Pull out any bubbles that's sitting in there.
I mean, if you think it'll work.
I think it'll work if he fits. Okay, I gotta put more resin in here. Soak up. I can see bubbles coming out from under the chin just from that little bit of resin that I poured in. So that's why I'm thinking if I put them in the bubble machine, it might help pull bubbles out. All of the toes have resin in it. I can see there's an air bubble right there. Or there's no resin there. What do you think, kid? Should I try it?
Putting it in the bubbly machine?
Yeah.
The bubbly machine.
The bubbly machine. I hope he's not too. I mean, he might be too full for that. What do you think?
I don't know. Would he like explode or something?
He could overflow.
Maybe don't do that.
Maybe don't do that. I guess I'll just have to keep watching for bubbles. But basically, I think he's. What do you think? Should I smush him? There's a little bit of salt sticking out. Like here, there's a green one sticking out right there. Push it down.
I would say just leave it alone and then you can like grind it down after maybe.
Leave it alone, Mom. All right, well, then question becomes, do I have any left? Blue's gone, red's gone. There's a little bit of orange left. Yellow's gone. Very teeny tiny amount of purple. What do I got? I have like 1.5 ounces. By the way, this was a little over 3 ounces of Bondcrafter 1-to-1 epoxy resin because that's what I poured. Yep, that's exactly why. No, actually because Bondcrafter is my favorite. And I do enjoy the Hay Clear. And I also, the resiners is not bad. These are, well, the resiners I got for free because it came with my bubble machine. And you can't beat that. But I've only used it a couple times, so I really can't say for sure if it would beat out my go-to if I was to do it on a daily basis thing. You know, I think I'm not going to put it in the bubble machine only because it's so full. If I was going to do it, I should have done it beforehand. I have a little bit of resin left and I have a little bit of salt left. I have orange mixed. I have a little bit of green and I have purple. What should I make? Bear?
Sure.
Okay. It's my favorite magnet bear. Okay, so orange. Orange in the head. Well, come look. I have a little bit of very little bit of purple, very little bit of green, and orange. I have a lot of orange, actually. Should I just make it whole orange?
Sure. And then you can stick the rest in the scrappies, I guess. Do not put it on your food.
No. By the way, how we made our salt. We took our salt.
And then made it.
Yep. No. We poured our, like 1 or 2 drops of each of the colors. Now, all the colors took well. The orange, the green, the blue, the purple. Oh, that blue is brilliant, beautiful. In fact, isn't it called Brilliant Blue?
I think so.
But the yellow came out brown looking, and the red, after it dried, was really, really more like a pink. And we needed it to be red. I like pink. I love my pink. But I needed it to be red for my rainbow frog. So that is when I decided to add the epoxy pigment. Now, normally I would stick with either alcohol ink or the epoxy pigment. But since it was giving me trouble, That's what I did. I just added like 3 or 4 drops of the epoxy pigment to the already alcohol dyed salts. Then, and by the way, I did this originally, I did it in a Ziploc bag and just squished them around in my hand because that is what I saw Tiff at Tiff's Treasure Studio do. But what I didn't think, I should have thought, you need to let that sucker dry. So what I did the next morning was pour them out on individual paper towels and I let them dry on their own. It didn't take very long. Like the yellow one, I mean, not the yellow one. Which one was it that I had to fix? The red.
The red.
I added the pigment, let it sit for just a sec, and then I actually threw my heat gun on it and it dried. So once I was able to touch it and it wasn't coming off of my hands, I was like, okay, that's safe to use for what I want to use it for. Oh, let me see. Can I just get this in here? Yeah, that worked. That worked for the purple. Does it work for the green? Yeah, because this is only the back. You're not gonna, what you see on the front, what you see is gonna be different. Yeah. So even though from the back the blue is getting covered with the green, hopefully the front side is still, the blue is still showing because it was a pretty blue. Otherwise, I mean, the blue is still there, like in the leg, but yeah. Yep. And these are going to sit here, the frog and now my bear. They're going to sit here for an hour or two. And then I will move them over to my heat box because I can. And then we'll be back when it's time to demold our beautiful rainbow froggy. All right, see you in a bit. And we're back. And these are cured. They're fairly fresh out of the heat box. So we're going to carefully remove them from their molds. Now this was, if you remember, the leftover of our orange salt. And we made a little teddy bear so that I can make a magnet out of her. Oh, that's nice. You can see the salt through it. A little bit of overage there. Oh, scratch off. I love scratch offs. My fingernails do not, however, like the scratch off. But the as far as not having too much work, yeah, that's pretty. Very pretty. Okay, here comes the big guy.
I want to see.
Okay. Thigh and leg. Thigh and leg.
Arm and hammer.
You see some, we had a leak. I did spring a leak as it was sitting. I walked away, came back. Oops.
It's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Definite overage there. Should pull off.
I would like to see it.
You would like me to flip it over?
Yes,
But the anticipation.
I don't like.
You don't like anticipation? You're an instant gratification kind of person?
See, I'm totally fine with the process taking longer if the end result will come out good. You're not. But I would like to see things once they're done.
Mm-hmm. Okay, ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Froggy!
And there's our rainbow frog. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple.
Nice!
Very nice. We got some trimming on his toes, which I knew that was going to happen because of the way.
Like it's webbed. It's fine. You don't.
I can take my clips now, my snips, my jewelry snips, and go in and around the toes to get those overage pieces in out of there. A little snip on the front, a little snip on the side. Some of it I'll almost rather wait until it solidifies more because since it's hot, this stuff here is easy, but I wouldn't be able to use the deburring tool on like his butt, his leg, which I don't really care about anyway. But anyway, I think we put enough in there that I didn't really need to do a backing color. If I had not filled it up all the way, I could have possibly put white maybe? Either white or white. I think the colors would have popped more with a white background than a black.
I feel like black would just drown everything out.
Yeah, maybe muddy it up. I'm actually surprised that it didn't really get muddy.
Like everything's very clear as to where it is.
Yeah.
Except for maybe the green Or the blue? No, the blue.
No, it's actually the red going into the orange that I was concerned about.
I wasn't saying what you were concerned about. I was saying what the problem is. No, I'm kidding.
Is there a problem between the green and the blue?
Not really, because of the leg, but just I feel like the stripe on the back. The blue is a little.
The blue
thinner.
is thinner than the green. Yes.
Forgive my escape. I must sneeze.
Bless you.
Thank you. Did you snip off one of his fingers?
No, because he doesn't have fingers. He has toes. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I did not snip off any toes. All toes, no froggies have been hurt in the making of this video. So, the thing is, I had a bubble right here in the eye. You can see it. Come look. You didn't see it at first, but look, when you get up close, you can see that bubble.
It kind of like I kind of wish you got an identical bubble in the other eye because it would have looked really cool.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
It's salt.
It is salt, so unfortunately, that's the blemish. I wonder if I can disguise it. I mean, I could fill it with, you know what I'm going to say.
No, don't do it. Don't even think about it.
Too late.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I already thought about it. No, I was just going to go in here and do this, make this gold. And then when you're out of the way, when you're not around, I will fill it with UV resin.
Well, fine then.
I'm not saying I don't want you around. I said when you're not around because I know you don't like to be around.
You said when I'm out of the way.
Then when you're out of the way.
So if I'm in your way, I'll just get going.
Whatever. Yeah, and it looks like somehow some of the gold that I had put on the mold where the eye was traveled to the top of her head because there was no gold there, but it's there now, which is weird. Other than the bubble by the eye, I don't have any bubbles anywhere else, which I'm surprised about because I was worried about that. I almost put, if you remember, her in the sharing box. So let me see, where's my light? There's my light. Let's see. Yep, that's done. Love this stuff. I don't have any bubbles anywhere else. Like all of the toes are intact. If anything, the only problem was that I put too much resin on it and I kind of knew that was going to happen. So now that that's there, I will fill it in and then put more resin on top of that. See, the bubble was so big because of the salt that I couldn't do that earlier. This is by the way, Estoil UV resin for bonding, only because it's faster. Yep, fun. And that is our rainbow frog for Froggy Friday. This collaboration created by Lisa, Girl in the Garage, Karen at the Dragon's Cave, helped by Lula at Nerd Garland Arts, Tim, the bass resonator, and Janet, the crafty rat. Please check out the playlist below. We've got tons of artists doing tons of froggy things. I'm so happy to see my rainbow frog. This is very representative of everything that is our family from being from the great state of Hawaii, the Rainbow State, and also because this month is Pride Month, which means quite a lot to our family. All right. Thank you so much for joining us here in the game room. I had fun and I hope you did too. And I got to try something new. Thanks to Tiff's Treasure Studio for the wonderful idea. Please join us again here next month for a new Froggy make. In the meantime, we will be back on Thursday for yet another fun make. I'm not sure if we're doing resin or mixed mold or what we're doing, but whatever it is, we will endeavor to make it fun. In the meantime, don't forget to play. See you soon. Bye.